Very cold. Morning, CTQ. How are you? I do not want to do this today. Oh no, your treadmill broke? I hate that. Excuse me. Yeah. I don't really want to do this today. I was so irritated. It took me over an hour and a half. Over an hour and a half to upload my videos. Over an hour and a half. Now, it's something that should take about 30 to 45 minutes. An hour and a half. Yeah. It's fucking crazy. Over an hour and a half. Like an hour and 45 minutes. So appreciate those videos and please watch them because it took so long for me to upload. Okay, I have the main account on today on TikTok, so please let's control ourselves. You know what happens. Hi Sandy. I sure will. He probably won't remember, but you know, it is what it is. How's Grandpa? Sleeping. So cool to know how to do that stuff. I don't know what stuff it is, but I don't know, not very well. I see. You gotta chase a wild turkey and a snake. Oh my god. You should have had that on video. We have wild turkeys everywhere, but not the snake. He is alive. Please pay attention to the real accounts. Bob is present. All right. And Alice. Who's Alice? Was Ed an animal lover? Absolutely not. Ed was not. Although he did have a couple dogs, he's not like his family. His family are total animal lovers. Hi, Bill. I'm a member now. You're a member? You membered on YouTube? Well, that's okay. You're a member on YouTube? Well, then you can watch us when we go live. Good morning, Donna. How are you? I got myself another owie. I don't know if you can see it. It's a blister. I was doing some raking around my well and moving grass because I have anyway, I'll show it to you sometime. Please share more of your disease you have. It's called fibromyalgia. So it's just pain. Pain. They don't know where the pain's coming from, but it's just pain, you know. Vogel's a member, guys. Yay! I know, Sandy, it's insane. It's insane with all the fake accounts. Hi, Erica. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. I have nothing the next couple days. I have nothing. Like, so it's so nice to be able to frolic and do what I want to. I do have a caregiver, so I got caught up in the yard yesterday before my appointments. So I have my well, and then around my well, I created like a place years ago where the lawn people can like dump the grass because I don't have enough buckets. And anyway, it just kind of makes it farmy and whatever. But they get like clumpy, right? And then, so they don't like do it evenly. So I have to like go in there ever so often and like, you know, do. So that's what I did. Took me an hour. I'm sore as AF. Yes. So I did that, and I did a couple more things, and then went to my plumper appointment that got no plumping, and then got my crown on. So now I have my crown. So for all you naysayers, don't worry about it. The crown is in place. 0% chance you have fibro. Okay. Ooh, that hurts. You don't believe I have fibro? Oh no. Yeah. Anyway. So if you look up, any of you saw Dan's videos yesterday, you'll see pictures of me. And oh my gosh, there's a graduation picture of me from Sac State. I was holding my diploma. Yeah, that was interesting. Huh. So Dan posted some pictures of me with Sac State shirts on and stuff like that. Conveniently. Oh, and he found my graduation photo. Funny that's happened. So for those people who don't think I have a degree, you can go check those photos out and see the picture of me holding up. Yeah. Anyway. They're wise, yes. And they know everything about me. that I didn't that I didn't really get a degree. I don't have fibro now. I'm a liar. Yeah, I'm cheating on Dan. What else? Hello, Charlene. How are you? Anyway, so EJT, do you realize you're not a member anymore? I just want you to realize that. And if you're okay with that, then that's okay. But I noticed when, yeah, so anyway. But yes, Kim, so if all of you people who don't believe that I graduated from college, there is a picture in Dan's thing of me at my graduation day. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, because Dan plays into the bullshit, right, Elena? So, on Monday, he played into the cheating thing, and so now they think I'm a liar. Yeah, they think I'm a cheater. I'm not a liar. I have white lies, but I'm not a liar. So, let me tell you, my pain level today is about a 6.5. My pain level is today. Now somebody said something on my live comment, like, you know, I hate the pain scale, blah, blah, blah. Selling that grab pick was my first thought in the sweet video. Mine too, Nicole. And then Dan today said, hey, did you catch that? I put that in I did it on purpose. Yeah, I don't have the time to cheat. Maybe back in the day I did, but not today. But on a political live the other evening, yes, you can't, yeah, just, you guys, social media is ugly. Fuck pain, yeah. And I'm really sore from all the new exercises from PT and raking all that lawn. So it's crazy. I know, I'm no doctor, but you might want to look up precise for your hip. Mary, weirdly, with the exercises I've been doing, it opened up a little bit yesterday. It felt pretty good. So I'm gonna keep doing those things. Bob, Lord Bob's back. Graphic old Bob. You're in the Czech Republic? Well, hello. It's insane. You guys, I'm all the way in the Czech Republic. Am I gonna write another book? Yes. But the first step is our Millie series. So the next book you're gonna see is our workbook on August 23rd, which is a planning one. And so a planning one, and you know, dig in, and then it'll be the Millie book. The Millie book's in progress right now. EJT, see, the other day I was like, wait, was EJT a member? Sometimes, like, if you sign up for, yeah. So you missed our member live. Thank you, Candace. That was a Reddit person. They were saying, I didn't write the book. You know, I don't write my books. And you're right, I don't. Ooh, that hurt. My friend Christy does. Welcome, EJT. I miss you. I was like, wait a second. You missed our live last night. You could probably go back and watch it now. Hi, Aunt. How was the first day? Did you cry? Or were you like, thank the fucking God? I don't know. It must have logged her, or she like only signed up for a month or something like that. Valerie, I don't know. Ed's sleeping. Hi, Sissy. So yeah, so I cried. You did. I knew you did. Hey, Anthony, I still don't have my pool sweep. Are you still coming? Because maybe I'll go get it and you can just shit. Anyway. Oh, God, Bob's back. Bob's back. Bob, you don't mind playing, but don't get too graphic. It kind of, you're going to force me to get rid of you. It's a little bit too much for everybody. I can't allow that, because then every man's going to start talking like that. You know what I mean? So, anyway. Yeah, YouTube did some weird shit. Yeah, YouTube did some weird shit. Did you guys see my growth on my face? Oh my God, you guys, it's worse. So I sent and shut the fuck up, YouTube. So I sent a picture to my doctor. I was like, all right, is this eczema or ringworm? I don't know. So I put on some hydrocortisone this morning, and it's been itching like a mother clucker. How's the tornado? Well, I know he's not working, and I know he's not trying to figure out how much he owes in water, and yeah, so I don't know. I know, but I don't know. It's not, oh, my thing? Yeah, I thought you meant my face. No, my face is not. No. Hi, Dasher, how are you? My face is not fixed either. Still doing nothing. No responses. Jimmy, who would want me? Well, Bob over here on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, whatever he's on. Bob wants me. Dan wants me. Jihad wants me. My Australian lover wants me. There's some women out there who want me. You know, shit. I'm very lovable, likable, so a lot. Yeah. Some Nimrod on YouTube, TikTok, whatever I'm on. Yeah, it was a fake account, you know, a Reddit user probably. So anyway, that's up. I don't even know what to do today. It was so cold this morning, Caroline. Anybody in Sacramento? The next available date is going to be the workbook, August 23rd. So if you like to plan, if you like to dig deep, and if you like to think, this is for you. It comes out on the 23rd of August. Right after that, the Millie book comes out. Okay? Jay, don't start with me. Don't start with me. It was cold in Ventura, I bet. Don't start with me, Jade. Jade would have kicked me out of her house with this. She'd have been like, what's on your face? Well, I don't know. You can't come in, go to a hotel. Yeah. Hi, Katie. In August, yes, it was chilly. I had a flannel like shirt on. Yeah, it was chilly. And it looked like it almost rained. There was this cloud cover that was like, is it raining? I had to go look on another side. It was crazy. So y'all, I've decided that and apply. Jade, this is the first time I put hydrocortisone on it. I haven't done anything to it since today, and then I'm starting to get a little scared. It's hot as fuck, I know. The Delta breeze, oh my God, it's so amazing. So anyway, it's eczema's not, no, but Jade thinks it's ringworm. I think the whole YouTube member live told me it was like ringworm. So the fact that it hasn't moved anywhere else, maybe eczema, but it pussed a little bit, I think. It was pussing. What does pussing mean? I don't know. Does eczema puss? It is in Alabama. Woo! So, I don't know. And Bangladesh? It's not a cyst. Shingles? No, I don't think that's shingles. I'm sick. Anthony's like, I'm not coming. You know, I'm teetering 50%. Then I'm going to come up and spend a day with you and see. But now that you have that thing on your face, yeah, I can't. Because all Anthony would do is stare at it. No, it's like a patch of dry skin, but yeah. Anyway, I had a little spot of ringworm from the gym. Yes, so I sent it. Y'all leave me alone. Shit. It itches like a motherfucker, but so does eczema, y'all. And my friend who has eczema said hers pusses when it's really bad. And I haven't done anything to it, but put Cetaphil lotion on it. I've had shingles. Oh my God, what if it's shingles? No, this looked a little different than what I had before. I haven't tried the antifungal yet. Today was the first day I started hydrocortisone, and then it started itching even. You guys are, oh, thanks, Karen. Anyway, it's the hantavirus is no longer. Put vanilla on it. What? Yeah, I got shingles on my side. I know, I don't know. I know. Beach man, I've had the shingles. Y'all leave me alone. You're gonna stress me out into a shingle breakout. Oh, Lord. I said it's evil eye. I said it's evil eye. All those, I haven't had the shingles vaccine. I'm not fucking old enough. Leave me alone, Vogie. It can leak. Mine got really bad. Used to scratch it so bad. Okay. So it's nothing major. It hasn't spread, but it's gotten a little bad. Vinegar? Poison oak? You said mines. I was gonna give you shit. You're lucky you corrected that. Mines. Fuck you, Sansony. It's not on my... I just was at the doctor. Normally they're like, okay, you're due. I'm not due yet, so fuck off. Do I have siblings? Brothers? How'd I go? I don't know. Mines. Oh, fuck. You were lucky on that one. Because I was circling back with a vengeance. It's one of my pet peeves when people say mines. You know, there's no S on mines. And maybe psoriasis, yeah. I don't have any fungal creams yet. Let's see what the doctor says. Shingles are bad. Mine's blue on mine's leg, and it's so bad. Oh, he's lucky. He is lucky. Hi, Shonda. It's something, and it itches like mother clucker. Landmine's fine. Coal mine's fine. That mine's, when I had mines, it itched. Oh, fuck. I don't think it's shingles, because shingles kind of spreads a little bit. And this has been in the same spot for a week. I've had it for a week. Well, I thought so too, because the cats lick my face. I don't allow them to lick it, but you shoo them off, they come back. It's like a war for 30 minutes. They go up my nose, they go up everywhere. They do it. It's not just because my nostrils are big, they do it to Dan too. So, like, and so it started with that, because their tongues are so, I don't know. Maybe eczema. Hi, Ames. Mine's is super itchy. Yeah, does it clap? It sure does. It's clapping right now. Clap, 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 clap. Oh, that's smart. I have Nioxin, whatever those. He said dandruff shampoo. Perfect. No spider bites. It wasn't a bite. It started and it looked like just a patch of dry skin. And then it's morphed into this. I can't stop looking at it. It's, well, shit. We're just gonna add S's on everything today because of Drake. They're 11, but your skin feels, I know, and that's what I thought it was. Not minoxidil, Nioxin. One of those fucking, what's the one in the blue shampoo? No, I put hydrocortisone on it, and it made it itch worse. Staph, Lord, now I got staph infection. MRSA. I'm married to one, but she's in here to look. You're married to an MD? Cool. Do I ever brush or comb my hair? Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. I actually brush it out. I don't brush it in the morning time, but if I'm going somewhere, I brush it out, re-clip it, and put my hat on. Yeah. Who fucking cares? I don't want my hair down. It's annoying. So, yeah, I got MRSA now. Fuck. No, I've seen MRSA firsthand just the other day. So, I know what MRSA looks like. It's like a hole. Tough actin, tenactin. Darn, that eczema itch like a mofo. Yeah, tenactin. Okay. This itches. I just want to... No, I don't think we have triggers. I haven't brushed your hair. You haven't either? Okay. Well, shit. I give you bad vibes. Vipes. I give Homer Simpson bad vibes. What's a vipe? Oh, shit. It could be a fungus. This is good. This is a fresh wash. I washed my hair last night and went to bed because, you know, who cares? So you can see when it's fresh without my oils and shit on it. Yeah, yo. Anyway, that's how you do it. Why? I mean, what's the point of brushing? It's home health care at night. I don't know. I mean, Tuesday, because I don't have it. I had it for like 2 weeks, but Ed's sleeping, so I don't have home health care at night. They literally, what I did for them is I put a TV in the room and a chair, and they literally sat there and helped when needed. That's it. I have seen the lady. Yeah, she's hysterical. Yeah, it's fluffy and curly and frizzy. Hi, Boston. Yeah, no, I've hired outside because it's cheaper if you hire outside. So like I told my friend who's going through it, hey, Darren, there he is. I call him my Australian lover, and there he is. And so she's doing it too, but my guess, it's double the price if you go through an agency. So if you hire outside, you can get it for about half. And you just set your guidelines, your parameters, what you want them to do. Do you want them to clean? Do you want me to fold the laundry? Assist if he has to go to the bathroom, whatever you have to do. That's what you do. Am I a CNA? No. Nor a nurse. Nope. I'm not. I act like one on TV though. The trolls are losers though. We don't care what they think. I really don't give a shit what they think. I mean, they want proof of all of these things, They're threatening me by saying, give us proof, Proof, I need proof. I don't have to prove myself to anybody. Yeah, and that's my friend's doing it too. Hi, Mamie. So my friend's doing it too. So I told her, I said, you need to hire outside and you can go in. And if it's like her dad probably treats men better, generational thing, so should I find a man, to help. And they're more powerful, You heard, where's Darren? Darren Deidre said, I heard Aussie men have huge members. Hung. You're hung? I don't know. No, Mitch, I don't know. I'm not that like worried that I have to show them proof of what I've done in my life. Next they will say I'm not a citizen. Oh shit. Do you have a baby monitor? No, I don't. We have a camera, but we don't need it because our room's like right next door. So if Dan wasn't up 50,000 times a night and didn't walk by and check on him, we'd probably use it more. We used it a lot more earlier on when he was still trying to get up in the middle of the night. But we're right there, so it defeats the purpose. So IB Tuesday, I also told my friend to get a bed alarm. And because they're not close, right? Like I am. And restraints possibly. But her dad's still kind of with it. So restraints won't work. Hi Beach Days, you too. Are you and your husband still mad at each other? Pete, we're always mad at each other. It's an ongoing thing, 24/7. Social security card and birth certificate. Probably. Because now they're going to question my Nashville born and raised till I was like 3 or 4. Yeah, I don't need it because I'm so close, right? So we hear it. I did buy a bed alarm at the beginning. I did. But I don't need it, Like if he was somewhere, we would put it on. Or if Dan used to go for a walk, right, at the beginning and we were nervous, he would put it on while he walked, let me know. But we're different. We're at a different phase right now. You guys, we're at a different phase. So far, so good, and he's sleeping. And doesn't try to get up. And if he does, right, he's protected. Yes, they did change the hospital where I was born. Yep. I think I'm a citizen. Yeah, I don't know. I think I am. I was born. Have you called being born in Nashville, Tennessee a citizen? Do I get birthright? I mean, do I need to leave? Is ICE coming after me? I don't know. Everybody's different with. Anyway. I don't know. It is what it is, y'all. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. We are. I mean, I get lazy at night because I start crashing. I started falling asleep. IB Tuesday. We put. Is there a Saint Agnes? No. I do so much during the day, physical labor, right? That by the time I lay down at night, I'm so freaking tired. I left Zoom at about 7 o'clock and said I'm gonna go and gonna go and do my thing, right? I'm gonna go watch Sullivan's Crossings, and I fell asleep at 7:30. I was in and out of sleep. So I'm just so tired. So I got up at 8, took a shower, woke up a little bit. Dan brushed his teeth, and then, you know, okay, you didn't want to go to bed, but we're like, no, it's almost 9. You need to go to bed at this point. Hi B, and then we, yeah. Then we put him into bed, and you know he's falling asleep right when we lay him down. It's crazy. So you know, Dan, it's annoying because he always wants me to participate, and so which I wouldn't if he was tired. But yeah, I'm so tired. I mean, I do a lot of physical labor, and I'm older, you know, and I've been waking up like 6:30 every morning again. It just took me an hour and a freaking 45 minutes to upload all my videos today. It was insane. So when is book 2 coming out? Linda, the first book that's coming out is August 23rd. Yodi. The first workbook, the next workbook is coming out the 23rd of August, which is Christy's birthday. So if you guys like to prepare for your future, your wife's future, all that stuff, and think about things and do that stuff, this is the book for you. Then the next stage is Millie book. The first rendition of our Millie book series. Introducing Millie is what it's going to be. And then we'll work on a next phase of the book. Yeah. Dugan. I still remember that live from last week. Dugan, you can do it. So I'm so pooped at the end of the day, and especially after I drank my 5 cases of wine, I just can't function anymore. So Dan has to carry me off to bed, tuck me in, wipe my vagina, and pat my ass. Yeah. Millie is my pig. Yeah. I think I am funny, Scorpio. Thank you for agreeing with me, baby cakes. Yeah. 30 years? God, so long. I'm 2 years away from you, girl. What in the hell? Yeah, I just remember, you can do it. I don't know what we were talking about that day, but Dugan, I don't know. Whatever you guys overnight someplace who helps you guys. We don't. We don't. No. So we don't go anywhere. We don't trust anybody. Ed's very fragile, and we just are, yeah, no. We go separately. So Dan at the end of this month, I think, is going on his boys trip, and that's what he says, right? RK, thank you. He's like, I can go for 3 days. That's it. You know, that's it. We separate and we go and do it for 3 or 4 days. Hi Tammy. So that's what I do. That's what we do. None of the family members can do it. Andrew could do it. Andrew actually didn't Andrew watch him overnight at some point? Andrew could do it. He's probably the only one, but he gets a little nervous still, but he could do it. He did it for us. He put him to bed for us one night. It was Violent Femmes. Yeah, when we went, and Andrew took over because really his family couldn't do it. Nobody could do what we do, you know, unless you hire a nurse or somebody else. So no, we don't go away. We will not go away until he passes. Honestly, I mean that's the reality of it. Together, anyway. When was the last time y'all been out? We go out every Friday together. Yeah, we have date night. Mark can't do it. No. Mark's 65, 66, you know, he's got a torn rotator cuff, and nobody knows the routine like we do it. Nobody takes the time to learn the routine, and we are not going to leave him with anybody who doesn't know how to do it. Andrew knows how to do it because he's here every day, right? Hi Nancy, how are you? Thanks Margaret. Going to the PT, okay, have fun. Good luck, Valerie. Too bad it wasn't for you. So yeah, that's just life of caregiving, right? Think about the people who are alone. 1 in a million with, yes, you do have Miss Deborah. And you're lucky, right, Dee, because Deborah seems like she can take her out, right, and do things. You can't do that with Ed. So you're really lucky in that sense. We have two wonderful caregivers who basically babysit, right? And just sit with him. They don't really do much for me, other than just keep him company or alert us if we need to do something. One of us is always home. And so it just gives us the ability, you know. And I gave Miss Mary. So we have Mary, and we have Siraj. Siraj does the nighttime, like when we go to date night. But none of them can lift Ed up, you know. Granny's still walking, so that you're lucky, you know. Because it just changes the ball game when they, you know, you need strong people to lift, and both of the women couldn't do it. They're just there to keep him company, you know, take him to the table, feed him, you know. So life changes when they're not, right? So you need strong people to be able to do it. And it's hard because when you don't have the family that comes over or knows how to take care of them, or, you know, really wants to do it, you're by yourself. You know, you're by yourself dealing with it yourself. And doing the best you can. So it's one of the sacrifices we make. We know we're not going to be able to have a night away. I would not stay the night at the Violent Femmes concert because I was too uncomfortable. And I didn't think it was very fair for Andrew to have to, even though he would have been up for it, I couldn't do it. It made me uncomfortable. So that's why. So with both of us, I mean, Dan would have been gung-ho. I wouldn't have been able to relax all night. It would have been horrible. Why spend $400? The hotels were like $400 or $500 to stay in Napa. And I'm not gonna, why spend that much money and be miserable? I can't do it. So, Harry Kenneth, I'm sure she doesn't want her. Who said, I was my mom's care son, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah. When I'm on Lexapro, I've been so tired, doctor introduced me, but too many side effects. Yeah, you know, I get tired. I'm gonna tell you what happens is when I sit down, I like, if I sit down, I you know, I get tired, you know. But I once I'm up and moving, I'm up and moving. Well, that's one of my concerns, and it's hard IB Tuesday, and that's why if you need help, you're by yourself, or you need to, find somebody, mostly a man. I felt stronger when we did the caregiving route, you know, through an agency. The girls can't do it. Come on, he's like 180 plus pounds of dead weight. I can barely do it, you know? So yeah. Yeah, mine didn't help either. So, you know, we're alone and you can't do anything, right? We didn't agree with my husband. Yeah, it's hard, I know. Message from Ralph. How do you keep Ed from getting bed sores? He doesn't get bed sores. He moves. I mean, people want to, you know, assume he sits way too much. He sits a lot, you're right. But he gets up, Dan makes him move his feet, march in place, he gets up, he moves. Mostly if there's any alert of anything, it's from the rubbing of the cath and the side of the diaper, right? And that's just facts, it is what it is. And so I just slap on some zinc oxide before he goes to bed, and it's gone the next day. I'm the inspector of all parts. Literally the inspector of all parts. And so like that's a lot of the reason why I know Dan at night. We change him every night, right before bed. And I inspect, and I know that's why he wants me there, because I do a full wipe down, right? I get it all clean. And if I see anything that's alerting, I slap on some baby ointment, the zinc oxide one, and it just takes it away. So he's never had any big sore for any longevity of 24 hours, and it's not really a sore. It's just like a rubbing of, you know, the contaminants inside of the undergarment. Oh, I love that, Michelle. So yeah, it is what it is. Good skincare and cleaning. You know, I mean, you don't know, when you have a catheter, you have to be really, really clean. And as much as I bitch about Dan waking me up, I know that's why he wants me to do it, because men don't really see things like we do. So, I mean, I'm up in all the things, looking, washing, you know, moving things around and making sure everything's right. I am a nurse. I'm a family nurse. I don't know, Angela. I mean, I think it's on schedule for November, the surgery for, the catheter. And the catheter is a pain in the ass. I mean, anybody who knows, who's had a loved one with a catheter for any length of time, it's so complicated. It tugs, it pulls, you've got blood, you've got, all sorts of things. And so, it makes everything just more difficult. It's that one more element of just difficulty, right, with that. So, oh, Lord. So I think so too, Peg, because some of the CNAs, like, you have good ones and bad ones, just like with anything. I never found the catheter pants, because then I was like, do I buy them? Because, I thought maybe he was going to get his catheter out. So no, I need to find them again. I looked for them and I don't think I had any luck with it, but I'm going to look again now that you bring it up. November. It's so much easier. That catheter is such a pain in the ass. And if they had the leg cath, if it was bigger, quantity wise, I would use that all the time. And the UTI risk, yeah. Oh, you did? Send it to my email, my list. Anne doesn't read that shit. So you need to put it online. Mrs. D. Cell NorCal, my handle name with a 3 at Gmail. I've been taking my dad since he had triple bypass. Oh gosh. As an RN, I hate cats too. Oh, you mean cats? I was like, okay, what? I got cats, Peg. What do you want me to do? Shit! I didn't know how I was going to respond to that one. She meant cats. Yeah, they're a pain in the butt. Yeah, they're a pain in the butt. So I am. And I really believe, most UTIs, are just unpreventable with a hose in your urethra and bladder, right? We try to keep them clean. I have some tricks of the trade that I've learned. If you want me to share with you, I can. It gets a little bit graphic. Just, it has nothing to do with dignity. It just has to do with how I've been also keeping it somewhat cleaner. I just kind of fit on with it, and it allows less buildup of things and rubbing, and like the sores we were talking about. And Peg, you could probably confirm or deny what I'm going to say, but I noticed that when you have, okay, I'm going to try to be as couth as I can. When you have a catheter in for as long as he's had, things change, right? In the structure of the urethra, where it is now versus where it was, right? And that's just from long term, and it's from being tugged on and all that stuff. And any RN can confirm or deny. I mean, I ask questions when I'm in the doctor's office. I ask questions. I, research and ask. So, and there's how do I say this without without it not sounding so gross, but there's just things come out, right? Not urine, but just like women have discharge, they get discharge from that area. And what's funny is, I told my friend this because her dad, and she was talking about a smell, and I was like, girl, prepare. I told her, I said, be prepared for long-term cath use and the smell that comes with it. There is a smell, schmutz. That's the way to say it, schmutz. I like that, Peg. And I said, Danielle, no email. I didn't see the email. So you need to make sure you have the right address. I've been waiting for you to come. No email. I replied to everybody and I saw no Danielle. So the schmutz, tends to come out all day, and it kind of forms around, one particular area, and it rubs with the, just like anybody would, if it was, anyway, so, I didn't get it. Yeah, I didn't get it. Nothing. Mrs. D. Cell NorCal 3 at gmail.com. Number 3. And so the schmutz sometimes provides issues, right? Like you say, bed sores, but he's never had bed sores. If any sores he gets was from the schmutz, right? And I wouldn't even call them sores. It was just more redness. And so Danielle came up with an idea. So for everybody who's dealing with caths, Danielle came up with an idea. When they came home from because I was like, how do we control the schmutz, right? And they gave us these gauze pads, So I put the gauze around the particular schmutz area, and then I put the undergarment on, and it's been wonderful, right? It's been wonderful. And so it doesn't give him as much redness from the schmutz just sitting there drying on other parts while he's sitting, you know, or standing or walking. Any schmutz is going to do that to anybody and create irritation. Never had a bed sore. Ever had a bed sore. Anything is from the schmutz. No sores, because I get it. I attack it, like fast-acting, tenactin, your girl's on it, just because I'm very vigilant with his body. Even if he's not showering every day, every other day, and sometimes every third day, grab that thing around the tip. I did that, Peg. Proud of me, and I didn't even go to school to find that out. I just figured it out, yeah. So, yes. So, and it makes it so much better, right? Because it keeps it, and it keeps him from getting irritated or anything like that. So Dan won't do that. Dan won't do that shit. That's why he calls me into the bathroom to do the cleanliness, to do anything I gotta do, ointment if I need to, and schmutz cleanup, you know? Or I change the gauze every day. And so even if he's not showering, based on his, I got it, Danielle. I got it now, but I never got it before. So I just got it. So I have, you rely on other caregivers, right, to find the things out that work and that help. And so I've noticed that, making sure they're clean, even if they're not showering all the time. And your name is Schmuncy. Yes, it just came through. First time I ever saw it. I just saw it. Yeah. So anyway, and I think these forums are great. And if people don't like it, don't listen if you're not a caregiver. And don't you dare write any comments about how undignified that is, because there's other caregivers, there's RNs here, and there's people here who need to hear it, right? They're asking for how do I do it. IB Tuesday is like her dad, and I don't know how much work, if you're still here IB Tuesday, you're doing with your dad, or if you're doing all that with your dad, but maybe eventually you will, and she needs to know that. I got something, oh God, she got sepsis from a facility. Sorry, and that happens, and it breaks my heart. So yeah, people are like, oh, she claims she gives him a shower every other day. You're right, sometimes I don't. It depends on how I feel. Me too. I plucked my chin hair this morning though. Hi, Nikki. Old people only need a shower every 2 to 3 days. Yes, and so I've been pushing it out. Sometimes I do it every 2 days. Sometimes I've been pushing out 3 days because it just depends on my strength. And so, like today would be 3 days. So, but in between those days, and I told my friend, I said, you're gonna have to get somebody that's gonna have to clean your father, right? Because he was sepsis, and he's been in a home health care for a while. So, you have to, I'm like, you're gonna have to get in there. Somebody's gonna have to get in there and make sure, because a lot of that shit's from uncleanliness, And then when they sit too long, and then you're like, okay, something's not right, and by that time they're sepsis. So you do the best you can, but I know they're not cleaning him, right? They're leaving that to him. And so you need to step in. Somebody needs to step in the house and get down and dirty, Some people are like, oh, with my mom, I did it was easy, but I can't do it with my dad. Find somebody who can, because cleanliness is next to godliness, right? So you're going to eliminate the more you clean and the more you change. You're lucky if he gets a shower once a week. Honestly, Potter, I can't do that. By the third day, it's pushing it. And because of the schmutz and all that stuff, even though you're changing, it just, the old skin has a scent smell. And by the third day, I'm like, yep, in the shower. When I'm feeling up to it, it's every other day. But it has it, anyway. Sorry, drinking. Aren't you going to be a nurse? Oh, no, a psychologist. Never mind. You're good. If you have home health, they'll come out and shower them for you. Yeah, we don't anymore. They cut that shit off really easy. So we don't have home health. So, and I just don't know. When I saw home health here, granted, they didn't put him in the shower. They just sponge bathed him. I mean, come on. That wasn't a good, no. No, thank you. I sense it wouldn't put me in a rest home. Dementia runs in your family? Yeah. When I helped my mom out, God, yeah. You know, sometimes I can't say it smells great. And I remember the first time it started happening, which was like a couple months in, and I thought it was infection. He ended up having a UTI. No, he didn't have an UTI, but I was like, oh, that's infection smell. No, it's not. It's not. Any chance of Ed's procedure being moved up? Nope. Nope. Last mom was in the nursing home. Hated that too much for me and my siblings. Katie, it is. And don't feel bad. You know, you do what you can do, right? And if you can't do it and provide safe care, right, you're doing the best thing you can. The only other thing I would suggest, if in those times you be your mom's biggest advocate and you visit her as much as you can to make sure she's being kept up on, to make sure she doesn't have bed sores, to make sure of things like that. I think if we had to put Ed in a home at some point, I would be there all the time. At this phase in my life, I would be there all the time because I don't trust people. Sorry, I don't trust people. I'm a CNA and quit my job because I never had enough time to spend with each person. Yeah, 15 people up each day. That's a lot. My daughter did the same thing, Lou, for a while. She was. I would put you in a home too, Chelcha. The home she doesn't work for because she doesn't want to clean your ass. How great you are. Care homes are a piece of shit. Yeah, and you know, and Katie, and that's how I think that's a good way to relieve your guilt is going to visit her. You know what I mean? I think in that situation, I would just there frequently, get to know the nurses, get to know the staff, and check things out. You know, if your mom's still with it, have her, you know, make sure you're looking in and doing things because it happens, you know? Not everybody's on the up and up. Fights to get in the shower. Yeah, I mean, Ed will say, I already took a shower today. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. You know, so I always tell Ed, you stink, you know? You still bathe there? Oh, good. Perfect. So that way you can watch things and look and assess, you know? That's what I do. And he's in my house. I mean, you just never know what creeps up. So I tell him he stinks. Hi, love you, girl. Have a good day. Hold on, stories too. I'm not gonna lie, I get mad. She said sometimes she has to get up. Let me tell you, I've watched this catheter taking in and out already since March. I could probably do it. I mean, you know, when you're around that stuff all the time, like I could do it in an emergency. And Deanne knows that. And every time he's like, oh, you're gonna have to take the cath out. He's like, my wife will do it. What the fuck? But yeah, I would do it. I felt really confident that I could do it. Because I watch, and that's the thing. I pay attention, right? I pay attention to his nails. He's not on, one foot looks beautiful, the other foot, no, it's not beautiful. And so I put oil on him and try to do all the thing. Well, and I didn't want to fall with her. Yeah, it's hard, Margie. So like, and that's when you have to do sponge baths, right? Sponge baths. Yeah, and can't, my wife can do it. Well, and that's the thing, you know, you do what you can do. And if you have that one person, like, you know, I said, Dan and I were fighting the other day. And I was like, why do you need me for every fucking thing? You know, why the fuck do you need me for every fucking thing? Why is it that I can do everything and deal with it on my own? And you know what he yelled at? He's like, because I'm not you. I'm not you. And I was like, you're right, you ain't. My mom's been 10 days now, something, so God. You need to say, you stink. And sometimes, like at the beginning when Ed was really feisty, and I was like, well, do you want to go to the hospital? You know, sometimes you do what you have to do and you think of things and they work. No. Screw work. Let's go, Danielle. You know, do you want to go to the hospital? No. Well, then get in the damn shower and let's do it. Or else they're going to have to go and do it for you. And he's like, bah, you know. That was the T-Rex version, yes. So he said that. It was the first time I ever heard that. And I was like, that's right, you ain't, buddy. Still pisses me off. Danielle, fuck. Danielle's not here. You have Marsha. Marsha doesn't know what to do. Marsha's cleaning the toilet. Yeah, Marsha. Danielle said she'll be back. Yeah, I don't know what kind of accent that was, but yeah. Unfortunately, Danielle, some staffs in those homes put a good act in front of you while you're there, 100%. And that's why I said check over the body, because he knows, he needs me. This is proof, like for all the people who are like, Danielle's so bad, you know, she's the most horrible person on the planet. What's up, pretty cat? You know, my husband needs me. was that Hungarian? I don't know. Oh, Jade, I love that. You know, and I don't know. It was a mixture of Asian, Hispanic, and maybe Hungarian. Czechoslovakian. I don't know. But anyway, you'll play the ball first. I know, Cindy, I could do it. Deflate the ball. I can always deflate a ball very easily. Ask Stan. Anyway, so didn't like taking a shower. That was hard to get her and take a shower. Yeah. So yeah, it is. You know, he couldn't do it without me, and that's the thing. And then they say, of course, he's just using her, and then the minute his dad dies, she'll be gone. Yeah. What's up, putty cat? I think I found a bunny rabbit. What did he say? A widow rabbit. And foster home, as I could no longer care for them. Their care is absolutely amazing. Now when it visits, really good. I'm glad, Pam. And you know, not everybody has good experiences, right? And that's true for everything. Politics, business, life, law enforcement. You have good ones and you have bad ones, right? And the bad ones can take down a whole system. Come on. And so you're lucky if you've got a good place, let me tell you. Spicy Ed is funny though. I've already he says that every day. He says that to me when I shower him. Not every day because I don't shower him every day. But he says, "I already took a shower." No, you didn't. You stink. I stink. Yeah. This I could tell you the dialogue. It's not much different. I should record it. Ed, we're gonna go take a shower. A shower? I already took one this morning. No, you didn't. I think I did. Yes, I did. You know. And then I'll say, "All right, well, you stink." I stink? Okay, well then I better shower. It works for me, you know? It just works. And I took that away from Dan a long time ago because that was the thing, right? He, right, would walk in there and Dad take a shower. I'm not taking a shower. You're taking a shower, you know? Cursing and all this shit. And I just went in. I was like, you stink. He's like, all right, well then let's go. You know, it was easy. Had a bone infection. They taught me how to do it. Yes, at the IV. Yeah, I could do it. I've been watching you guys for maybe 2 to 3 years now, and I'm amazed how strong you are. And you know, it's you do what you have to do, and that's why Dan knows, right? He couldn't do this shit without me, because I'm just that person. I'm a mom, right? I've cared for my kids when sick. I've healed their boo-boos. I've taken care of them when they've had injuries. You know, I'm that nurturing person. Ed is in a different phase of life right now. He's in the next phase of calmness, and he's not so agitated all the time. I mean, he gets glimmers of it. I need to record it sometimes because it's funny. You know, be all tough in his wheelchair. You know, all right. You know, the other night he was trying to get up. He's been obsessed. Like he stems, right? And stemming could be in forms of, you know, he'll take his arms up and he'll do this, or, you know, he'll rub his arms, or he thinks he's holding on to something. You smell like ass. And he holds it, and his hands, you know, would do this. And so he thinks, so yesterday, or he's been doing this a lot. Yeah, we're in a different stage. I mean, everybody, you can see, it's a different phase. We're in a different phase with Ed, you know, and it happened. Would it have happened if he didn't fall? I don't know. But it did happen quickly after the fall. So, yeah, back then, Barb, I bet. And so, like, he thinks he has to wash his hands. My hands are sticky. He thinks that his hands are sticking together, right? So Dan's like, God damn it. You know, he's been saying it. I just ignore him, right? Because it just repeats and repeats and repeats. And he tries to get up, and he can't get up, right? So you just ignore it, and eventually he'll stop. The other day, Dan was just like, God, you don't have to wash your fucking hands, you know, because he gets irritated after a while, and you lose your fucking shit. Hi, Tanya. And so I'm like, why do you even say it? You think he's just going to get up and walk to the bathroom? He's fucking attached to his chair. You know, what's the worst going to do? He's going to try to get up, and he's not going to be able to get up. He can't get up by himself, right? It takes a while. So he finally followed me and what I did. And as annoying, you sit there and you're like, motherfucker. You know, you look at yourself, you're like, is it bedtime yet? Get him out of here. Oh, God. Do we have him on medication for mood? No. Nothing. No. I mean, he's on his normal meds, but like for statins and blood thinners and all that stuff. But no. No mood enhancing drugs. No. Or de-enhancing drugs. We have one that is for anxiety. But like he doesn't need it anymore. I mean, he needs it, but he doesn't need it, if you know what I mean. Like before, we were like, we need to up this pill. He was walking, and Dave was like, you can, because it was just so much, right? And so, yeah, so that's that. But yeah, he doesn't really need it. I mean, he's anxious. I mean, he stems, but you can't really do anything. You open up his hands and it goes back. And that's at night, but he's very peaceful. I mean, he'll watch TV like this. And so, sometimes you pry his hands open. He's like, he thinks he's holding something. And I'm like, Ed, you're not holding anything. You're not. You get 4 hours. God, Irene, I remember back in the day when we weren't sleeping. Remember how tired we were? We have never slept so good in our entire lives with Ed as we have in the last, I would say, March, April, May, maybe May, June, July, August. The last 3-4 months, we have slept. Dan doesn't sleep. I do, though. Every day. Yeah, you do get mad, Mary. I mean, you can't help yourself. I didn't think my husband could get up. Well, no, he could, but it takes him, if you watch him, he'll try, and maybe by the 4th or 5th time, he'll actually propel himself up and then fall. So, yeah. I know Jay didn't know, still started doing so, hi Cheryl, you're just listening? Okay, girl. I didn't see what was happening. A part-time person will see how she likes it. I'm only accepting women clients. Oh, Drake, don't be a pussy. So yeah, you just got to do whatever it works. We have been, I mean, compared to most people who are on this app, we have been super, I gotta stretch first. You guys didn't remind me to stretch. We have been super lucky with that. I mean, we have been super lucky. The transitions haven't been too hard. We can take things away easily and, not implement them anymore. And he doesn't ask for them. It was funny yesterday when I videoed, I thought it was a great opportunity to video because he seemed very with it at the time that I was passing by. And I was like, I need to start getting better at videoing. I haven't been videoing in a long time. And so, I mean, most of the time, whoa, ow, fuck, I almost, my hip. And most of the time, I'm busy during the day, and I just happened to take a little break and come in, and I went outside, I think, to film Millie. So this was about 3-4 o'clock, and he started talking. So I was like, oh, let me get my phone because it's a good moment. You never know when you're gonna have a good moment. So I need to capitalize on the better. I need to do a better job at videoing him. Because I just haven't been lately. I've been so busy, but it was a good time. It was just a good time, and he was very resourceful with his words, and he was with it. He called me honey. That was cute. So it's moments like that that they're nice to have, and I just need to do a better job. And I gotta take breaks and come in and see how he's doing to video him. Ed eats like a beast. I mean, Ed eats so much, it's ridiculous. Do I feel like Dan and I have become resentful? No. Dan never. I think I told you I think for him it's almost a healing, cleansing thing with his dad. Don't look at my thing. And, getting back something or he didn't get from when he was younger. So for him, it was not. Sometimes I get mad. I'm not going to use resentful because I think that's too strong a word. If I get mad at anybody, it's my husband, right? I don't get mad at Ed anymore. I got mad at Ed probably the first 1.5 to 2 years. Once I was able to let go of a lot of things, but now I'm not. I'm resentful was probably, I was really resentful at the beginning, right? But to us, I'm trying real hard to be happy all the time. You don't have to be happy all the time, Irish, I promise you. But Ed eats like a beast. I mean, he'll eat whatever you give him. So that's why he's so heavy. People are like, oh my God, he's so thin. No, you try lifting him up. He's 180 pounds. I've caught your live in a while. Oh, thanks, PYT.
Thank you for reading the book. Are you changing diapers? Yes. No, we change them. He doesn't say anything anymore. He doesn't say anything anymore. So, like, nothing. Very rare does he say, you know. Sometimes when he'll say, I need a pee, I think it's a code brown, right? So, hi, Linda. Yeah, I know. Same, whatever. I don't look the same since college, you silly goose. I see your post occasionally. Yeah, I went to school with Linda. We went to we met my first year at Cosmetic. The college I didn't go to. Yeah, I didn't go to college. Never mind. Linda, stop lying that I went to college. Yeah, so no, because we're trying to get, we might, hi Johnny from my hometown of Tennessee. So no, so basically when he gets up and move, we can tell, like last night I thought there was going to be one. Um, but you know, you need to just keep on top of it because there's things sometimes that are in there that you won't know about it unless you check. So I think it's very, very, very safe to say before they go to bed, change their undergarments and do a wipe. I wipe. I have wipes everywhere. So I use wipes for his face. I use wipes for his hands. I use wipes for all the areas. And I always just do it, you know, I wipe. Just get yourself comfortable. Buy the baby wipes. Hi, Goodman. Buy the baby wipes from Costco or anything that's sensitive free, and just you get up in there. I mean, there's no other way. You get up and you move things and you check it all out. Yeah, you know, and that's what people don't give me the respect for, right? Or the gratitude of how far I've come just with my situation with Ed in general, right? From my past to my present. And, you know, 4 years ago, I would tell you I hated that man, right? And of course, people say, you still hate him. Well, no, you can't hate somebody. If you hated somebody, you couldn't do the things that I'm doing right now. There's just no way, right? There's just no way. When I hate somebody, I wouldn't look at them, fucking touch them, or be in my house, right? So, I have learned to do a lot of things. So, but like IB Tuesday, I think you're the resentful, or somebody was the resentful one. But now anymore, it's just the anger towards Dan. Like when I'm overworked, right? And you know, he has this expectation that I'm getting older, right? Oh good, Goodman. I'm getting older. And that's just the fact of the nature that I get tired. Would I be more if I knew that all you do for him now? No. No. I mean, at the beginning, let's just say he was very vain. Because my bathroom just isn't open. Like you walk down, my closets are here, and then it just goes right into my bathroom, right? So before I started taking on the role, there was a period of time where he was very vain, or he saw me on the bed and was like, "Oh, I don't want to. Danielle's in here. I don't want to take a shower," you know. And he would have to say, "Oh, you know, she's not going to be in here, Dad." Oh, okay, you know, type of a thing. Hi, Louise. And so like there was a vanity, a little bit of a vanity with him, and then all of a sudden it just disappeared. It just went away. When Dan had to go to Washington D.C. And I was alone with him, and Dan's like, "You're gonna have to shower him." So it was like I think it was more me that had the problem with it than it was really Ed. I mean, in all seriousness, it was more me than it was for Ed. And I just didn't want him to be, you know, uncomfortable, right? So I thought my presence. But if Dan had said at that time, Dad, Danielle needs to help me, he probably would have been okay. Just medically speaking, right? I mean, he has a medical background, so I think, I mean, he's okay. I mean, he doesn't care. Like sometimes he'll be like, "What is she doing back there?" You know, because he doesn't see me going in, and he gets up to Dad, Danielle does this. You know, she's helping you. Yeah, and you know, I'm at peace with so much, you know, in our relationship over the last 46 years. I'm not, I shouldn't be really 46 years, but it's, you know, like 40 years. I'm at peace mostly, right? I don't think you ever fully, I'm at peace. I'm at peace enough to take care of him and to do the things that I'm doing for him. like you would a child. You know what I mean? So I'm not getting paid any money. They're not leaving me his inheritance. You know, there's no tricks of the trade to get me to do this job. I did it myself. And if I wasn't going to take the time or the energy to learn to forgive, he wouldn't have been here today. It was me. I changed him. I changed his course of life. Put it that way. I'm going to tell you that. I changed the course of life for him. He probably would have already been dead because he would have been in a nursing home. I was the last person he had to come through in order to live in a house. Mark couldn't have done it. Mark wasn't going to do it anymore alone. And it was me that said, I'll try it. Let's see what we can do. I did that. I changed the course of his life. It's weird how that full circle, right? So Ed never caused a wreck. I don't know what this fucking shit is with this wreck. You guys stop reading the fake fucking pages. Ed had a wreck at 16 when he test drove a car or something like that. But you guys gotta understand, like, this, stop reading fake pages. I don't know what this is. Something I dropped on me. I'm on a vibration plate, yeah. Jared Fireman who probably didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve it. I mean, he did not deserve it. In my eyes, Ed doesn't deserve what he didn't deserve what he's getting today. But now he is, right? I mean, he's just getting it because somewhere along the way, right, I learned to care for him. And that's why it's weird, G. It's really weird. Especially when people say stuff like, did he really cause an accident? What the fuck are you talking about? Ed hasn't drove since he was, I mean, how long? He's been here for 5 years. He hasn't drove in 5 years. He didn't drive. He didn't stop driving because he created any accident or ran a red light. Whoever morphed that story, y'all sick fucks. That's it. Your power's out. For why? So I watched this tear my parents down with my grandma. They made it, but it was very hard. It's very hard. It is very hard for Dan and I. I'm not going to say, you know, at the beginning I was like easy, but when we had time apart, you know what I mean? Like, and when Ed was going to Mark's, it was so much easier than having him full time. We've had him full time for like a year. We've had him full time, sorry, Beachy. We've had him full time for almost 2 years. That changed the course of relationship. You get stressed, you know, you weren't sleeping, you were going to, it does affect it. And I'm not going to say that the longer you have it, the more responsibility you have with the person you're taking care of. There are more ailments and all that stuff. It's going to change your relationship. You just have to be strong enough to endure it. Maria, I want to watch this. Maria, came across some of your posts, read the comments, and was disappointed. Oh yeah, shit. Don't read those. I'm not sure. Did you and Ed have a good relationship before? No, we did not have a good relationship. Not at all. Is Mark single? Yes. And you can see when I walk in a room and I talk to him, he just lights up. Like everybody's like, I just see his eyes light up because I'm a comfort to him. I'm a huge comfort to him, especially being a woman, right? He knows me. He always says my name. I mean, lately when he's really tired, he's been saying Janice a lot. And he was looking out the window. I was like, Ma? Ma, are you here taunting Ed? Knock it up, please, because I'm not in the mood. I'm trying to enjoy my buzz. Why didn't you have a good relationship? You guys, my relationship with Ed is so long term. My mom married him back when I was like 10. So he's my stepfather, and I didn't like him from the beginning, nor did I like him at the end of their relationship. So newsflash, and he just wasn't a good man. He didn't abuse anybody or, you know, or he wasn't that type of physical abuse, but verbal abuse, you know, he wasn't nice. He was condescending, liked control, and didn't help my mom's alcoholism. But anyway, it is what it is. 50 years with dementia, siblings took turns. You were lucky. And we're better than Dan. I do. And Maria, that's what's crazy, right? Is that in essence, Dan and his mom, Dan's mom and Dan's dad got divorced when he was like 8, right? So I'm sure it was a rocky relationship before that. then Ed just disappeared. Ed just disappeared from Dan's life. Like, he was there, they would talk on the phone, but like they weren't ever together. It was just odd. So told my dad last night that that's why people should have 6 kids. For why? For what? To help? Yeah, well, you can see how lucky we are with all that. So anyway, yes. Hi Trey, how are you? So Ed is technically, I did write a book, Maria. Amazon. Amazon. Yeah, Danielle Salinger, look it up. I have a workbook and I have a book that goes with it. Don't forget, we have a book out for those of you who don't know. Danielle Salinger on Amazon. It's very affordable. There's a workbook that you should probably get to do with it. And then it's on Amazon. Amazon, just type in Danielle Salinger and the 3 products we have will be up there. On the 23rd of August, we will have another workbook that's more of like a preparation workbook for the end of life. And it's really important because a lot of people get that and you're like, what the fuck do I do? Well, this kind of gets you thinking and gets you moving and grooving. And then I will have a kids book based on my pig. And that's the next step, is starting a series of Millie Pig books. And then we'll do another book. Yeah. So yes, no audible. You just have to read it. I apologize. It's maybe something we can look on it next time. My mom with dementia is very hard. She lives with us. It's very hard. And you need a really solid team because you're going to yell at each other. You're going to scream at each other. You're going to have times where you're just unhappy. And your partner, you need to have an understanding between the two of you. And sometimes you don't, right? Sometimes you don't and you're pissed and nothing's going to change what you're going through at the moment. Be patient with yourself. For all of you, be patient with yourself, right? Because emotions are intense and we are always a big responder to emotions. So, my neighbor's walking me up. Hold on, let me show, I don't have to show you, but I just want to see. You could say something because people think I stage stuff. Hi. I'm going to say stuff. I'm going to show you really quick what she's bringing me.
You're so funny.
Thank you.
You think people think that I'm not really real?
Yeah. My trolls think that I staged when I took pictures of your flowers.
I'm real.
Do you hear the voice? It's not staged. She puts this stuff on my... Oh, I have a bag for you. Hold on.
Because I love you.
Yeah, see? See? It's not staged. She's a person. Hold on. Let me go get your bag because there's other...
Oh, you don't have to worry about that?
Yeah, there's other... Let me just get it while you're here because then I'll forget.
Ed's
I love my
alive.
flowers.
I like that Ed is alive.
Yeah.
It's a good day. Everybody's upright.
Well, you know, because people, they read the bad fake tabloids and they think Ed's dead. So,
No.
hold on. No, you're not a perfect. No. Dan didn't even put the TV on for him, so good thing I walked in there.
Oh.
He's just sitting at the table looking outside.
Thank you so much for helping me.
Yeah,
You're an angel.
and by the way, I put the chicks card up. I love the chicks, your little cards with the chicks.
Oh. That's my last one of them.
Yeah, we need to do more.
I know.
I love those. Those are the best cards ever.
I'll make you some.
So I think that's what you need to do for people.
You need to get started.
I think those are cute. I was like, oh my girl.
After a shower, I went in the back cleaning the monsters.
Yeah.
But
So,
then-
you know, every day, like they were trying to get out and escape.
Oh, they want to go.
Okay, and I was like, girls, you don't understand. I
I'll
don't
show
want
you how to do it one day.
Oh, God.
No, they're fine. You just have to. There's a couple that don't come back, and you just have to find them, but they come back. Yeah. If you're, don't worry. You can do it. You can totally do it.
I felt bad because I was like, it's so hot that
Lady.
I didn't know if they were like, you know, I was like, ladies, not today, not today. So I learned from the social media that they say, like, in really hot temps, throw in frozen veggies or
They
fruit.
ate it all. They loved it.
Yeah, they loved
I
it.
didn't even think about that. I have so much.
Yeah, well, and that was all your shit from your freezer. Oh, you want to take your roast?
Oh, no,
It's-
don't get off. I'll find it. Tell me.
It's,
right
yeah,
here.
I'm empty. I need to go shopping. So
You want a roast?
I mean, I would eat it, but
Would you know how to do it?
no,
God. I don't even know what it is.
I don't either.
He brings stuff home and I don't know what it is.
I mean, I could cook it.
Just keep it. You do all the stuff and just keep it.
I could do that.
Yeah,
Or Instapot. I have an Instapot.
Yeah, do that. You keep it.
Okay.
I brought you some hot sauce or something.
Oh, you did? I know. We just get random stuff. She just, every time, and those the little yogurt things,
Oh, yeah.
I make Ed drink them.
I bought so many. I can't eat them all.
I know.
Or drink them all. So I'm like, okay.
Hannah was like, what is all this stuff? I said, it's whatever Kelly can't finish in a...
Costco is too much.
I know.
So yeah. But
And I feed them the oatmeals too.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I know. Hannah's like, what's with all the oatmeal? I'm like, that's Kelly.
But I bought like the Mondo packs. And
I know.
was like, oh, I don't need it.
Yeah. No, I love all my gifts.
Okay.
So yeah, so frozen fruits and veggies.
Yeah.
And it's great because that's how you can get rid of your fruit.
Yeah.
It took them a while. One of them was lemons. They didn't eat the lemons, but at least it was cool enough for them to like
Oh, they'll pick it
peck. Yeah.
up. They like
So
it.
anyway,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you. You don't have to give me gifts. I enjoy
No,
it.
I have to because I appreciate you so much.
I love this.
I'm like, can I get
Yeah. I don't even care. Like Dan, I could have the craziest day, and it's like walking into your property is like it's just a breath of fresh air for me, and just to be able to be there and not, So
Yeah.
anyway.
Like, you need to like recharge.
I know. And I saw you put seats out there. So maybe one night we'll come over and I'll come over and we can have some wine.
Yes, and also I have more little sections for you. Let's start.
Yeah. I have a little pig that I want to put some in.
Okay. I'll bring a marble tray. So.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cal.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Anyway, that's my neighbor that I don't have. So yeah, they even said I staged that. You saw the flowers and the eggs? Yeah. So anyway, sorry. Because we were talking about that. I like the machine, Kimberly, because it helps me from leaking my vagina. I soft scramble eggs for my crow. You do? Really, Sam? Hi, Mom. Oh, my hummingbird. I love that they stop in. Hi, Dee Dee. My neighbor just came over. And so people say I stage all the flowers and the eggs and all that stuff. So I just wanted to talk to her. It didn't look like I was talking in a different voice, right? Megan, I don't know. And so now they're back to staging, like the flowers when she leaves me flowers and I take pictures of them. And they said I staged all my stuff. Proof. Just like, they want proof, right? That was proof. And then the proof of me graduating college was proof in Dan's photos. Me holding my diploma in my gown. That was college. So there's 2 rounds of proof for you. So my video son won't get a job. Oh God. Kick him out then. I am drinking a Red Bull. I want a day. Bringing in their second round of babies right now. Oh really? I will be drunk holding my diploma. I wasn't drunk yet. No. I wasn't really a big drinker back then. No, I was like I just really wasn't a big drinker. I didn't become a bigger drinker. Like I wasn't a big partier in high school. I literally went from high school, I didn't go to college. Like I went to college, but I didn't go, like I was with Dan. And so I wasn't a big drinker. And then in my late 20s, early 30s is when, we started Dan introduced me to the partying. And then Danielle became a little crazier. Yeah. And I think a lot of that, hello in South Africa, Sparkle. Sparkle. And that a lot of that came from, I didn't really have the college life, right? I was a studier, I was a good girl, and I didn't really party. And so I just morphed into a fun time for a while, and kind of relived probably what I would have had in the 20s if I went away to school. And that carried over into like mid 30s. And then of course I can't party like I used to. I love it, Linda. I really do. Lydia, sorry. Do you still like coffee? I love a coffee. Hi, Dee. I love a coffee like in the daytime. I can't drink it in the morning time. It tears up my stomach. This I can drink. So like if I'm popping by Starbucks, but even that, I love a non-fat, sugar-free caramel macchiato iced, grande in a venti cup with extra ice. And so, but it tears up my stomach too. So I just really, but once in a while I get those. Sometimes I get them for like days in a row, but. So, there's Lillian. Lillian's posting Andrew's Venmo. She reminds me every day. Remember, it's Andrew's 21st birthday. Therapy. Oh, really, Susan? You might want this too. This really helps. So Lillian reminds me every day Remember, now I want ice. You got to do it my way. How to mocha frappe. It's such a feminine drink. That goes with your White Claws. Hello in South Africa. God, it's so crazy when they say that. I like the sugary Red Bulls. Or berries or Juneberry. I think I like the Juneberry. Yeah. I remember I got that thing, but I don't know. So Lillian reminds me every day. It's Andrew's 21st birthday on Sunday. So people have asked me. I'm not begging by any means. I don't think this is a beg. I'm putting it out there because people have messaged me or said something on here, and they would love to give him something for his birthday. Some people have sent him shirts, some people have sent him a cards, and some people are Venmoing him. So if you would like to give Andrew something for his birthday, enough for a beer or whatever you want to do, I told him to collect it all at the end of the day, and if he wants to, I'll put it on red or whatever he chooses to do with it, it's on him. Or maybe buy his mom a drink, I don't know. But it's there. I have his Venmo, and if you need it, you can do it. Some people are giving him $3 a day until Sunday because that equals $21. Some people are waiting until the V8. I saw those. Some people are just waiting till Sunday, so it's up to you. So if you're on Facebook, that's what the Venmo is. If you want his Venmo, I can tell you now. Have you ever been to the UK? No. Drink vodka. Put some hair on that chest. He does, and he doesn't even, like, gee, I told him, drink a frickin', that's fine, drink an energy drink. I mean, drink your White Claw, but at least put a vodka floater on top. I mean, is it even really a drink if you don't put a floater? What does Andrew need? Nothing really. He would tell you a new pew, but nobody has money for that. We're just everybody's Venmoing him money so he can have fun on his birthday. We're going to the casino. So he's either going to buy something with it. I don't know what he's going to do. I said it's just a birthday present. So don't encourage. Oh, Lord. Oh, I'm not repping the vodka. That's GSR is. I'll email you soon. I haven't had a chance for the 17th. That's okay. Don't worry about it, Debbie. Don't worry about it. It's a long, because it's local. It's so hard for, people to plan that stuff. So don't worry. Wait until there's a hotel there and you can stay at the hotel. My kids' older grandchildren are a blessing. Miska, I'm sorry for you. Is your parent or grandparent have dementia? I gotta pee. It's your mother-in-law. I'll say it really quick. I'm gonna have to pee. See, I've had to pee. I have to read a card. Lisa, these new cards are so badass because they have pictures and stuff on them. So hold on. I have issues with swelling too. I think this is great, Susan. So this is it. I saw a hair trichologist, I think, even say this is good for hair because it helps release your lymphatic drainage. It helps circulation. It's supposed to do all that stuff. Has a slew of health issues, congestive heart failure, and her hands are full. Poor Pedro's, her hands are full. I know. I was thinking last night, I was falling asleep. I was like, I'm gonna put, so some of you, Gail, your shirt will go out that day. Pemmy sent him something that will go out that day. So if anybody's sending me stuff, I'll put it on his, with all the stuff, when he wakes up on the 21st. So I'm, this is called it's a vibration plate, but the one I use is Maroc. At end of life stage, got 3 different liquids every 3 hours. Freeport Bakery is the best. Oh my God, Freeport is good. But he's easy. I mean, that's one thing about Andrew. Like, I could go get him some. Hi, I'm Stamp. I can go get him some like little buntinis, which I'm probably gonna do, and he would be just happy. He loves red velvet buntinis. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna do something like that for him. Or he just likes red velvet, nothing bun cake. Anyway, I can't. I've never tried the coconut. Are you saying I should try the coconut, David? Yeah, poussey. Right. Frappe is another word for poussey. Exactly. If I see a man drinking a frappe that's over the age of 5, like Drake, over the age of 5, you are a poussey. Yeah. Anyway, I like that word. I've been calling a lot of people pussies, and a lot of people are having issues that I call them pusses. Poussey. Yeah. Well, it takes one to know one. You know what I mean? I could be a pussy, but not very much. I stand up for myself and I don't hide behind things. So, if I'm calling you a pussy, it's because you are. Drake. Oh, hi, Pat. joining Reddit. Let me help you. Let's go over some basic fundamentals today. Happy Wednesday. I haven't changed the title. Ed is alive. Reddit is for hate. Reddit is for you and people who don't like me. Go there. And I am not a man. That's what I said. I do not want to be a man. Nor am I a man. I ain't a man and I don't want to be a man. So, anyway. Those are the news flashes of the day. Plus, I need more Expo pens. Shit. Okay, so let's do this because I haven't done this yet. They're good. So I probably will go on Saturday. I don't think I'm going to be able to go on Saturday. So Rocky's birthday is Saturday. She's 40 on Saturday. Hi, Robert. Because I'm normally not on this account because I have trolls. And they took my other one away yesterday. So, and I'm not going on my second account because that's on a ban warning because people have because they're pussies. That's why, because they're pussies. So they run and they tattle and they get me in trouble. So these are really, okay, this is the card of the day. Mistakes, proof I'm bold enough to try and slay. Mistakes, ? Proof I'm bold enough to try and slay. That's right, bitches. Look at this card. That's right. You know what? We all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect in this world. But you gotta buckle up and slay. And I'm slaying. And that's what pisses people off. I'm a slayer. And people don't like slayers because you know what? They're sitting in houses, they're sitting in hoarder houses, they're sitting with no life, and they're sitting with lives with their kids and adult kids and can't break free from that. Or they're, with their mamas or their daddas and hasn't gotten a job and living off, well, I don't know who they're living off of, but yeah. I at least stand my ground. If I'm going to call somebody out, I call them out to their face right here. But what do? They hide behind a keyboard in a yeah, so you are a pussy. Yeah. So if you want to question me on that, give me a call. Yeah, let's have a chat. On a recorded line. Yeah, because all your shit's going to the police. Pussy and police ran. Yeah, anyway. So I don't give up. Pussy. Yeah. So just say Poosay. Pussy. So I don't know. Ed seems fine. He's sitting at the table. So I'm thinking about the people commenting on your shorts. Everybody, Katie. I mean, it's a horrible. Most of those people who are the clowns of the scum of the earth, they also are on Reddit, right? But they some of them are stupid because their names coincide with their, like they have a handle name that they don't want you to know who they are. But then if you click on their profile, it actually says their name because they're idiots. So it connects, and so you can see who's typically a poster. We have a lot of Reddit people that are on Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, they watch my recordings and I have a member. One of them is a member. So one of them are members and they actually go and they dissect and then give the information to the other pussies on the, yeah. Have you recognized them for what? So you can go to Reddit for all that shit. It's so stupid. Like, it's just ridiculous. You can go to Reddit. I have people who watch Reddit, but they don't respond because what happens is if you respond, they don't like it if you don't meet their opinion. And so they block you or they report you. Yeah. So yeah, that's a great group of people to be around. So thanks, M Stamp. The Hopper operation is really sick. So Alex, I'm on every day. I just am not on this platform on TikTok very much because I have a gaggle of pussies who come after me and report me because I like to have fun. I'm not going to think about every fucking word I say in order to, meet their requirements. And it's basically they can get me based on what I say. And most of the time it's going to happen because I want to be me. And it's interesting that Facebook or YouTube doesn't take me down. Yeah. And they talk about, yeah, anyway, or they call me Danielle, Dan Yell, Yell. So for some reason they think that, they're going to get rid of me somehow, which is so stupid because, what, if you got rid of me because they don't like the way I drink. you know, they think I'm a drunk, right? So it's really sad. I showed my members, you know, exactly what, like, how much of my bottle I had last night. I was like, all right, guys, I'm going. I think I'm gonna go. You know. Anyway, it's crazy. Hi, Patricia. But it's dark. So that physical, unless you do more investigation. I know, it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I have nothing to hide. What are they gonna do? Watch and wait? Oh, go around 4. That's when she starts drinking, and watch how many glasses of wine she drinks. You know? Okay, who cares? Who cares how much wine I consume? It's such a big topic for them. Should I go and look at it? I talk about Reddit, Kathy, because it's actually great information for me to document and to have as a. I mean, if you want to look at it, go look at it. I'm not stopping you from looking at it. I mean, you do you. People get sucked in and they believe everything they say. And if you get sucked in, that's on you, but you won't be welcome back here. Have a discussion with myself. Do it. But I don't understand why people have so much hate, number one, and so much effort to put into me. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm all the bull you need. I don't want a bull. I'm looking for peace and quiet. I'm not looking for a bull. You know, men think that, you know, they can tantalize me and women with a big schlong, da-dong, dong, dong. But no, at this age of life, I just want to be left alone. Litter box time. Oh, Lord. Root canal. Ugh. Anyway. Prissy bit, they have no life. Yeah, it's crazy. It's evil, truly. I just want to be left alone. At my age, at 51, I ain't looking for a side pony. Bye, Paula. I ain't looking for a side pony. I have no interest. So if you're trying to tantalize me with a side pony, just find another woman who can side pony you. Because it's not me. I mean, unless you have a wallet and you just want to be my friend, then fine, we can side pony together. But curtain pullers, what? You do you. Don't even give the haters a time of day. Well, I have to give the haters a time of day. You know, that's the problem. Is there's so many that I like to give them a time of day. You know why? Because I'm hoping one day it's enlightening for them, and one day they're gonna wake up and they're gonna say, "Oh my God, you know, I am a bully." I am a stalker. Oh my God, I'm a harasser, and hopefully they will recognize their ugly behavior. I'm 59 years young. Good for you, Katie. We're only getting older, let me tell you. You heard that, Bob? No dice for you. Yeah, and people are in line. You know, was Bob here? Oh shit, Lillian's still posting my son's Reddit. He doesn't have a Reddit. My son's Venmo. So if you want to Venmo me, message me, or we'll tell you on here. So to be left alone. I don't even want a young person. Like, young means no, thank you. I'm old. I don't want a young, stallion. I don't need that. All I gotta feel if I'm supposed to be moving supposed to be like moving my pelvis. So I'm trying to do some exercises, my PT. So yeah, you know what? I keep them talking, I keep them going. For some reason, I'm not allowed to talk, right? I'm not allowed to express my feelings on the matter. I'm just supposed to sit here and allow bullies to bully and harass me. It's stalking tendencies. When they hate so much, right? When they hate so much and actually have to write about you and timestamp everything, that's stalking. Right? There's no different than following somebody around in a car or looking through somebody's window. It's the same freaking thing. It's crazy. Even if I fell out with a friend, I won't talk bad about that friend. No, I mean, I would, because it depends if the friend's going after you like a fucking bull in a china shop. Just made, I never heard you talk about it before. Reddit's been going on probably for the last couple months. Yeah, it's just getting uglier. It's getting uglier, and that's why I'm talking about it, because it's vicious and it's people die. You know why I started talking about it? Because there was a young girl who just unalived herself because of YouTube, because of Reddit. Was it YouTube or Reddit? She got bullied. It didn't matter, and she unalived herself. And that's what I'm just trying to point out, is it worth it? Is that your intent? Is that their intent, to try to unalive somebody? I mean, and that's the worry that I have, is that, are they trying to, people like them make people unalive themselves? The Fox Sanctuary, yeah, And it's so sad to me, and I will not stop talking about it, because people are bullies, and they get into people's heads, and people unalive themselves because they can't take it anymore. And it's really makes me sad that these people are doing the same thing, right? They're doing the same thing to me. And luckily I'm strong enough, and I want to talk about it, because that's how I talk. I talk about everything. I talk about what people are doing to me. I talk about what's happening in my relationship. I talk about what's happening with the family. That's just what I do. But if I can publicly humiliate the people who are on there, and there's one woman who's from Canada, Jenna, I don't know, Jamie, I think her name is Jamie, and I'm not on Reddit. I just get I get screenshots. She calls me Danielle, Yell. Hi, Big Al. And she just goes on and on and on, and talking about me, and she can't get to us, and she can't control us, and you're right, I can't control a whole bunch of idiots, but I can talk about it, and I can show people how mean you are, and I can talk about how people like you make people unalive themselves. Have you ever thought about that? Do you have kids? And what if this was happening to your children? That's what I'm posing to you today. What if this was happening to your children? What if they had I hate whatever your child's burn book or whatever it is? What in the world would you feel like, and how would you feel if you're doing the very same thing to me as an adult? How is that any better than a child or your child getting bullied? Are you mothers? Are you fathers? Do you have a soul? Because it shows that you don't, if your intent is to let people get so caught up in the drama to get rid of their life. Shame on you. Yes, Sophia, some are, absolutely. They call me manic. Yeah, they call me all sorts of things. Yeah. I've seen mania. I've been around people who have had mania. And I hate the fact that they use terms like that they don't have any, like narcissism. I'm not narcissistic. It's very clear as day. And they use things like that, and they say things like that, which is really weird. Yeah, Big Al, but this is vicious. This is unlike anything I've ever experienced. And now I know why that woman had that feeling of unaliving herself. So I'm going to talk about things, because that's what I do. They don't like it when I talk about things. It gives them more power. Okay, does it really? Me talking about it and sending people there to see how ugly they are is my power, right? You have a lot of people on there who try to defend me, and you guys block them. You guys report them as bullies? Wow. Okay. But just think about that. How would you like this if this were your kid? Yeah. Because if you're not understanding it with my way, think about it if it were your child. And this is the things you were reading. And people were this sick. Let me think about how you would feel. You wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like it. And what if your child unalived themselves because of those bullies like you? Changes the ball game, doesn't it? But of course, you guys won't recognize any of that I said. You'll blow it off and say Danielle's gone on one of her manic phases again. No, that's the truth. Truth hurts. And that's why you guys are having a hard time. And that's why you guys continue to post, is because truth hurts. Holy shit balls, Robert. It's horrible. It's horrible, Lotus. Anyway, oh, they were so bad. We asked a question, bam, attack. Yeah. They do. They don't like you. If you are anything pro Danielle, they're immediately going to attack you and call you a loser. Yeah. Or a C follower. They call me a C. Yeah. I'm a C. Yeah, I can be. And if I saw any of you in public, oh, you would see the best C come out of me, let me tell you. Why do they hate me? Because I'm a strong, independent woman who is very beautiful for her age, and very confident. Yeah. And they don't like when I call them out, when they're doing bad things and when they're bullies and stuff like that. And I call them out, they don't like it because they want to be able just to have the control over me. And I don't believe in that. So I am sweetie. We have some of the people we know who they are already. We're working on some others. Yeah, we're working on some others. So, because they're not happy. No, they're not happy with themselves, and they're very threatened by me. It's people that I've hurt in the past. It's a hurt. Like if I block them, or if they were in my life at some point and they're no longer in it because they were not nice people. Those type of thing. Margaret is there for sure. Yes. Yeah. So it's crazy. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it happens to everybody. But if you put it in perspective of how would you feel if that were your child, and you can honestly reflect on that, guaranteed, if you had an ounce of a soul, you would stop doing that behavior. Do you guys have major earthquakes in California? Not in our part. I mean, we don't in our. We get the back end of them. It's because I don't really know. I think it's just because they're just unhappy with themselves, right? And I really believe that there's every person's probably different in that group. A lot of people, they've been blocked for me because they talk about that, or they have talked about it. People from my past, like Margaret, she got sucked in and she just went in with her name, Margaret. So that was an easy find. But yeah, I'm nice unless you push me to the edge of not, right? Is dopamine rush from, it's a dopamine rush for them. Oh, you think so? You're saying they get off on it. Like they feed off of it. Like it's something gives them some sort of like eating sugar. I doubt your children are going to be affected by people online not liking you. That's not what I'm saying, David. That's not what I'm saying. Listen to what I said. Again, this is how the shit starts, right? People think they understand what I said, but you didn't process it. The people who are doing the bullying, the stalking, if they have children, what if this happened to their children? I want them to put themselves in my place. And that was their child that they were reading. I don't think they would like it. And I think they would want to find the people, and I think they would want to go to the police. How come David didn't get it, but everybody else knew what I was talking about? David, come on, David, use the noggin. Do we go to the Niner games? No. I'm reaching. No, David, you're reaching. I mean, I'm reaching for them to reflect. Yes. Reflection for those type of people is a reach. 100%. You're right on that, David. I'm sure you don't put up with people's crap. No, I used to allow people. Dan used to go. Dan used to go to the games all the time back in the day when we had a shit ton of money and he had a partner and all that stuff. They had seats for the Kings games too, back when they won, with Peja, Stojakovic, Vladi, and all those people. But not anymore. No, too expensive. I mean, we don't freaking have enough money for all that shit or time. We have Ed. Maybe the bullies, employee, neighbors, and peers need to see some of the screenshots. It would be fun to do that too. If I could get their names, definitely if they're working, it would go to their, yeah, it would definitely, I have a list of things I would do once I find their names out. I mean, the Canadian ones, I don't give a shit about. You know, the ones that I don't really know about, but the other ones that I know that are lurking, yeah, yeah. Came for me, Jacqueline Ann came after me for standing up for you. She said I had crossed eyes and needed surgery. God, it's so horrible. People, they're mean. I mean, people, and that's not even Reddit. Reddit says I'm rich. Let me tell you, Reddit has a real source. Oh God, I don't put up with people's crap either. You know, and that's the thing, Lotus, is for a long time ago, and that's what I said, you know, when I started social media, you're going to get me and all my emotions and all my glory, whatever, you know, when I'm caring for Ed or whatever. But I'm also not going to allow people to do evil shit. And if that means talking about him and putting on blast, and if they get off on that, then that's on them. But what I'm trying to do is get people over there, right, to see the ugly and to see them and get them caught somehow. They're gonna get caught and they're gonna get blown up, and then they'll start another account, which I can't see, which is fine. They talked about doing, Discord, and I have speculations of things, and people want to call people and pretend like they're people and evil and not evil, or start shit or not start shit and claim that something's not them. Go for it. Do whatever you got to do. But the ugliness is there, and it prevails quite frequently. Thank you, Rita. So the thank you, honey, was the cutest. Yeah, it was. So I don't put up with shit anymore. I used to allow myself to put up with shit, and now I don't. This stage has taught me. And yeah, there's a limit of, like, even though I get shit and you're doing something right, blah, blah, biscuit, it still doesn't give the validity for being ugly. And I will always stand up for that and stand up for myself. Well, if you give me $5,000, I'll give it back to you. I work out every day. I cook every day. I love that, Vogel. And I think honesty is the best policy. Be honest. And people aren't honest. And if people were honest and had a serious problem with me from the people who they would email me, or like they would want to talk to me or come on a face-to-face, but they're too much of a coward. Again, I call them a coward every day. They want to talk about that, but yet, why aren't you standing up? Why aren't you standing up? Why don't you want me to know who you are? Why don't you want me to know who you are? If you don't think you're doing anything wrong, why do you have a fake name? Why isn't your profile picture up there? Right? If you don't think you're doing anything wrong, why is your information not up there? You're not doing anything wrong. You're speaking facts. Own them. Put your name up there. But you won't. And why? Because you are a pussy. Yeah. And anybody stalking any of my friends, anybody saying anything mean to my friends, it's not worth your breath to call anybody. It's not worth your breath to say anything or to plead your case, because we know you're guilty. We know when you're ugly. And you ain't going to change the ugly. Not going to ugly. So don't waste your breath. Own your shit. Own it. But again, not going to happen. Hi, Mad. The attention does not make them go away. You guys, they have been watching me for a long time. They've had this site saying exposing Salingers. They are full of hate. If I don't talk about them, they don't go away. They still come back. So I'm going to talk about them because I need the world to know that there are evil people out there. And if they want to see how evil and vile they can be, go look. Because we're on your necks. We're on your backs. Whether you think not or not. We're making some connections. Yeah. They can accept you're not a curated fake version of yourself. Yeah. Yeah. It's just gross. I send people over there. The more people I send that read that shit, they're like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? And they report them, right? They report them. And the more we get over there, the more they're going to go down. They'll start up another one. They don't go away. They don't go away. It just, haters don't go away. You can block them and they come back. Andrew's Venmo. Lori, are you ready? It's Andrew, capital A, dash, Salinger, capital S, dash 1. Yeah. Andrew, capital A, dash, Salinger, capital S, dash 1. Does Mark help anymore? No. Thank you, Lori. So Mark will come over, like if I'm gone and Dan needs to go do something or go for a walk or whatever because he's waited too long, Mark will come over for that, bring his dad food. But no, he doesn't really do much, no. And thank you for everybody who's participated in sending Andrew something. I think it's great. I checked and they even spread personal health info about you guys. Yeah, they do. I mean, that's what they do. I mean, so why should I not talk about them to defend myself, right? Why should I not talk about them to say, like, if you guys want the truth, if you guys want the truth to what they're saying, ask me, because they're spreading lies. It's not even, it's slander. And if we find out who they are, I could press charges. That's what they don't understand. If and when I find out, like that Jamie person in Canada, you're probably, the border probably saves you. But I could press charges for everything they say. Because they say a lot of not true stuff. Oh, yay, Katie. Yeah, have fun. That'll be fun. I can charge them for slander, harassment, and bullying. Period. Yeah, and Lotus, that's the problem. It's like the people like that are so vile. I literally, when I feel people behind me, I look. I'm gonna be honest, because I'm not gonna lie about this shit. I look, I watch, because you can't take this shit is serious. Canada has strict cyberbullying laws. Well, good. That's good to know. I wonder how I could do it. Yeah, it's literally the worst site. No, you can't. Get a visit from the RCMP. What's that? And one of the ladies is like, I don't even know her, Jamie. I don't even know her. Like, she's just somebody who hates me. Hi from Tennessee Brown, my hometown. I would love to be able to sue them, each and every one of them. And they probably don't have a pot to piss in, so probably won't get much. But hey, I could probably afford to pay for my house. Yeah, losers will be losers. Well, that I think, like this shit on Facebook and TikTok and YouTube, that's not the problem, right? The problem is Reddit, and that's where people unalive themselves. I want to stop bullying anyway, and Reddit needs to be better with that. So I need to look into it. I need to look into talking to Reddit myself, or getting in control with that. I never know. I know, Potter, and that's what's scary these days. I mean, that's what's scary these days. I do too. I do too, Lotus. I do too. I do too. And it's scary when I'm not going to unalive myself, because I've been low, but I've never been that low. Never thought about doing it. But it makes me question other things. You know what I mean? When I'm out, and that's sad. That's sad that I have to look over my shoulder because of bullies and stalkers. Oh, it's kind of like your FBI. Said they just sit in policing that. So you're in Canada. So Neil, is every place in Canada? So I don't know what area she's in. That's the problem. No, it's not young people. It's old people. Yeah. Gee, you would have fun on there. I mean, with your bottle of vodka, your cigarette, you would. Actually, there was a couple responses that people thought it was you. I was like, that's not G. She would be more witty than that. Yeah, I probably do. They're feral. Yeah, they're feral and they're evil and they're just mean. Just mean. So I'll figure it out. If I can go on there and figure out how to contact in Canada, I will. If I can find which area in Canada they're from and take pictures and stuff, and maybe the National Cybercrime Coordination Center. Okay. I could do that. Hey, Mary. I've never seen Reddit. Yeah, don't go there unless you wanna. Thanks, Annika. Yeah, he's just probably sitting at the table, Mary.
Okay.
Well, he is.
Is he doing okay?
He's doing okay. I think he's a little quiet. Dan didn't even turn on the TV for him, sorry, man.
Oh, okay.
But you know what he hasn't has is his coffee.
Oh,
So, have you seen the Metamucil in there?
no, I didn't.
Okay.
I have it.
Okay, so just, you can give, let me, yeah, come in.
Okay.
I didn't even realize.
No, I never fixed it for you.
Yeah, so. stay. Trying to get Mary accustomed to like doing certain things just in case, we're not here. Because sometimes, we haven't really trained them to do anything. We've just said watch them. But sometimes it's like nice if she can take over certain tasks if I'm not like available or I'm busy. But so I'm just kind of showing her. Anyway, then delegate to a local detachment when they figure out the area. Okay. Thanks, Neil. I appreciate it. Yeah, take those pics and let them know in Canada what she's doing and charge her. Okay, so they take, that's good to know that they take that stuff serious in Canada better than we do here. So whatever, it is what it is, you guys, I'll figure it out. So it's just crazy, right? It's crazy. Reddit is great in some ways, but there seems to be a few in restrictions practically. If any, seem to be few, if any, restrictions. Yes, no restrictions. It was really funny because one of the people, like, it was screenshotted. Again, proof is always important. And it was such a, put out response to one of them. And it wasn't bullying at all. And they got a warning from Reddit because they reported it. And I'm like, what the hell? When they post shit, like, about my health, about my medicine, they talk about threatening me to have APS show up. I'm sure they have called APS nonstop. So, anybody on here has or will have a visit from APS if they haven't already. I mean, it's just one of those things that seems to happen to everybody on here because people are so angry. People just can't mind their own business, right? And they think everything is so, they just pick apart a person. They don't like the person and they don't think about the effects of what would happen. They don't think about those. They don't think about how much that hurts the person that they're taking care of. Adult protective services. Yeah, it's like CPS for adults. Yeah. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Super insane. And, what are they going to find? If they show up, what are they going to find? What are they going to find? A clean house? A clean man? Somebody's well-fed? Eating? Are they going to find wine in my house? Oh my God, they don't even look for that. Yes, there is such a thing. Yeah. I mean, it's just insane what they think. But the threats, the idle threats repeatedly. We got to call the police on her. She's driving. She's drinking and driving. We need to catch her. Is there a way we can time it where we know when they leave date night and we can call the police and have them come and arrest her? What? Who does that? Who says that? Who does that? So I can't go out and have a drink or two and not drive home? What is wrong? Don't people do that? It's a waste of resources to call and twist people up with those things when they're nothing that you're going to find in here. They really bring abused talk. You're right. They're taking up their time, right, for the real people who need the help, right? And I only went there to defend. And that was crazy. That was you? And they gave you a warning. One troll said they were going to contact CBS to cancel Danielle. Oh my God. They were going to contact CBS? Okay. Good luck with that. Shit. That was you, Drake? That was a good, well thought out. That was you? Yeah. That was good. That was really well thought out. I thought it was great. I was like, that's impressive. And why did they get yeah, it was crazy. Try to cancel me. Jesus. Canceled. With the wonky eye. Oh my God. It's insane in the membrane. Yeah, I'm such a horrible person. APS needs to come out. Drake was really eloquent. I have a screenshot of it. I don't, but I have a friend that has it. I think that's Drakey. I don't know. He just said, this is 12. Yeah. But the problem is Reddit is abusive. And they said I was bullying. That was Drake. It was well written, Drake. I really enjoyed it. I was like, that was really good. Waffles? Fucking bitches are crazy. Bitches be crazy. Ugh, I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, this is 12. I only have one. This was my mom's. Isn't that weird? My old saying is fuck 'em. Fuck 'em. My neighbor, when he drinks, it's so funny because that's what he says it like that. It reminds me, fuck 'em. I'll just fuck 'em. When the hell's our country coming to? Judy, don't even get me started on the country. But we're shit in a handbasket. I have followed you for a while, but don't typically comment. Oh, thank you, Twisted. I appreciate it. I know, and I appreciate when people finally comment and say, hey, girl, I'm here. You know, I don't comment. I love it. Yeah, I mean, they're not, right. What are they going to do? Take Ed away from me? They're not, number one. And number two, why would you want me taken away from Ed? The only real caregiver he has, meaning the one who does everything, right? All the knits and grits. And you want to take me away. Makes sense. Take me away. Fuck. Calgon, take me away. Where do I go? Like, can I go to a tropical island? Would you be happy? I'll go to the casino for a week. Shit. I don't really think I want to go there for a week. Too much. 3 days. I love a 3-day binge. I've never seen Justin Bieber, but my kids have. Yeah. Twiddlers and diddlers. Yeah. Anyway. Hi, Lori. Thank you. I'm tired of them talking shit. It's, yeah, you and your husband, absolutely. Yeah, stay away from politics. Here's the thing, Keith. We try to stay away from politics, but this is about us and our life, right? And if something hits me hard, I'm going to talk about those things, period. My daughter's a Swiftie. By the way, Dan was on CBS News. CBS News CBS News recorded us. CBS News was like an affiliate was in our house recording for Dan. He was on the Wall Street Journal. He was in AARP. He's been on news stations. He went to Washington with, like, what do people think he's going to do? Like, what do they think is going to happen? You don't think that when those people come, they don't see me, they don't see our house, they don't see, Ed? Like, what are you thinking? Yeah. It's crazy. I've never seen none of my kids have seen Taylor Swift, I don't think. Jennifer would love to, though. You should trust. I would take care of you, anybody who I cared for and loved. Like, that's just my nature. I'm a caregiver. How did Ed react to the news being there? Just didn't know, the first couple years, Dan did a lot of interviews out here. He loved it. God, Ed loved it. I mean, Ed loved it. Ed was in heaven with all the attention, the cameras, the lights, the interviews. He was talking back then. Now I don't think, but 3 years ago, Dan was like, it was boom, boom, but we could not stop getting, that was right when, Dan was getting really big on TikTok. And so we had the local news stations, we had all the stations, and Ed loved every minute of it. Ed loved every minute of it.
Of what?
Being on the news and all that stuff when you had.
Did they say he's dead again?
Yeah, so I just had it.
Who, again?
Yeah, people ask, is Ed alive? It's just so stupid.
Another video?
I don't know.
Or maybe they're just seeing the old one.
Thanks, Terry. Terry read part of my book.
Anybody see the pictures? I knew.
I know, I graduated college. Who knew?
Did people like the pictures?
I don't know.
Nobody talked about the pictures?
No, Dan, nobody talked about the pictures. This is my channel. You think they're going to just talk about you the whole time?
You're in the fucking pictures.
Yeah, I was mostly in the pictures. That was really cute. I think I had the most pictures in the reel. What does that mean? You must hate me. Yeah. Oh, Debbie, I bet they're still light. I mean, this is it, but I don't know. I don't think they can get any.
Thank you,
yes,
Teresa.
Mark. So he put up a reel yesterday of
Yep,
pictures.
people saw him.
Oh, sorry. You want attention. Sorry, Dan needs attention.
I gotta go meet Mark. Take care of something. So I will be back.
Yeah, Mary's here.
What?
Mary's here.
I know.
And you left him with nothing. The TV wasn't on, no coffee.
I might have a court on Friday. Another one of my Modesto boys.
Oh, really?
Gotta take care of the Modesto boys.
That means no date night?
No, it would be in the morning.
Oh,
Just a regular court date.
okay.
It's not like going to the Bay Area where it's an all-day deal. Modesto's there and back, an easy drive.
All right.
Palo Alto ends at 8:30 in the morning, so
Oh, Jesus.
yeah. Why are you smiling? I may not have to go on Friday because I'll see if I can work it out. So I'd go once at a later date.
Oh, so
I
you
gotta
can.
go to Potomac. I'll be back.
Hi from Switzerland, Janet. They were great pictures. Did you see me? Did you see me? The best part of Danielle just left. Oh, Laura, you're a box of chocolates, aren't you? Modesto is about an hour. Yeah, about an hour. Did you see me? I was young. Sac State. I graduated. That was my Sac State graduation. At the end. When I graduated from college. My grandparents were there. I loved it. My grandparents came because I was their first grandchild. The first grandchild that graduated at the time, college. Now there's been several more, but I was the first grandchild they saw. It was great. So they flew out for that. No. He said it's not like going to Palo Alto. Palo Alto will be 2 hours. I was a baby. Did you see Hot Dan? You guys, holy shit, that's my Hot Dan. Come on. Did you see the Hot Dan? Yeah, Annika, that's what I'm talking about. He was hot. That's the picture. Come on. Everybody would be tingling. Did you see how hot he was in that picture on the beach? That look with his hair? Ay, caramba. Ay, caramba. Yeah, man, he could turn me on just by, yeah. Anyway, it was really. So if you haven't seen the pictures, go check out Facebook. No, did he put it on Facebook? I don't know where yeah, you should see it. Gee, you're going to be like, okay, Dan, not bad. He put it on, where did he put it on? TikTok and Instagram? Insta. It's on Insta. No, don't say that. I just said his dad was hot in that picture, Teresa. No, but that elicits some good memories. Yeah. The Insta reels. Dan was hot. He was hot. Yeah, that's what I fell in love with. Yeah, that was that man and the 501 Blues. 501 Blues. Those are great. Yeah. You like your men bag. He wasn't big then. Yeah. He wasn't big then. He was the little guy. He had a great. Did you see that chest? Come on. Now he's got moobs. You know, it goes from nice, svelte to moobs and belly. Yay, women lucky us.
15 years before married. Do you have the keys?
Probably in my bag.
I mean, it's really annoying that you yell at me if I don't.
Yes, but mine are in the same place if they're not hanging up. They're in my bag.
Your bag's not in the same place. Your bag is in a different place. I don't know where they are.
In the kitchen.
Okay.
On a chair.
It's a big kitchen.
It's in my bag.
In your bag. You're like that brown one?
Yes. The fake Louis.
Is it a fake Louis?
Yes, because
Thank God it's fake.
I can't afford a
Praise
new
the
one.
Lord.
That real one's $3,000. If you want to buy it for me. Bonjour Chantal. Comment ça va? The thank you, honey, was cute. Yeah. I was a baby, Larry Vuitton. It's fake because I can't afford a new one. So if anybody wants to give me one or buy me one, and it's used, they don't make that style anymore. Oh, you found them?
In your bag.
Yeah.
Fake Louis.
In my fake Louis.
Is it really fake?
That one's fake. I got it from Korea.
It doesn't look fake.
I know, it's pretty good.
Why wouldn't they all be fake? Why would you ever buy a real one?
Because reals makes you feel better. Fake makes you know you're fake. There's a real thing. Like, I feel it's fake. I know it's fake. I don't like knowing I'm not fake.
You're not buying it for the utility of the bag.
Yes, you are, because they keep their fucking value, dumbass. Louis Vuitton keeps their value.
But I'm saying you're not buying
It's an investment.
It's an investment.
Yeah.
Like that teaching credential.
Everybody wants you to know that we were talking about how hot you were in that picture. That's my favorite picture of Dan. You went from chest to moobs.
The picture on the beach?
Yes, that's my favorite picture. You better start sucking in. A lot's changed.
I still look like that underneath, by the way.
A lot has changed. Oh, God. Most people don't know it's fake. It's a really good fake, but I wouldn't wear a fake. You know, some of those that you just are like, girl, why are you wearing that? This one's a decent fake. So. Hey, Siri. Turn off Bluetooth. Anyway. To have that one Louis, my fake one that I have, to have that bag used, it's $3,000. $3,000. So I can't right now. I mean, of course he took it's in my Subaru. Almost hit Andrew's car too. I can't afford it. So, you know, I went in yesterday, right? No, Dan's name. And, you know, I couldn't do it because I was like, oh, by the way, you know, I have to have a crown put in. And they're like, okay, we can't do it. So my lips were already numb and whatever. And she's like, you know, I don't know if I would start with the lips. And I was like, well, what would you do? And then she gave me some $6,000, like, start here, we lift up here, and then phase 2 is here. And I'm like, for $6,000? Like, I looked at her, I was like, you're crazy. I'm not buying 20 vials of Juvederm to put in my face, and $6,000 only lasts maybe 18 months. 18 months? People are paying this type of money? $6,000 for my whole face for Juvederm, and I'm lucky if it lasts 18 months? What in the world are people talking about? I looked at her and I said, yeah, no, that's not in my budget. She said I had awesome cheekbones, but she needs to lift my sagging face. So when you do the first phase, right, it's like it lifts this up. So I'm like, why wouldn't I just do this? If the first phase is only going to lift this, and it lifts me up a little bit there too, why wouldn't I just do that? Why would I need to do this? And they want you to do it within like a couple weeks apart. A couple weeks, like, what? So this part was like $2,700. This part was like anywhere from $2,700 to $3,400 because all my droopy skin. People do this? People do that? They spend $5,000-$6,000 on their face every 6 months to a year? No way in the hell am I doing that. So I was like, no, because I wanted to get my lips done. So I have an appointment in 2 weeks. And I'm like, what if I just buy a vial? Can I just buy one vial and do this to lift it up? Because if you do this, it softens this a little bit and it plumps my lips up so you get a little bit more. I said, one vial, let's split half and half and see what happens. And if I don't like the half and half, you know, whatever. And I said, you know, just, you know, let's try it. Let's try it. I don't know. I was kind of looking forward to I just want to try my lips. Yeah, I just kind of, just one of those things. Just a little plumper. That's it. So I just went in and I said, it's insane. Yeah. And I just, you know, it makes women feel shitty. It's like, you know, my face is getting wrinkly. I mean, I just don't know. She kept saying, girl, you're so beautiful. But here's the model I would do, you know? No, I can't. Chubby does stretch out yeah. I did not say golden. So I don't know. It starts with a little, you know, I've done Botox years ago. And it just doesn't last on my face anymore. So you know what she said? I said, so she said, I said, yeah, well, she's like, you get Botox in your jaw though, right? I said, yeah, and it works. She goes, okay, so what I'm hearing is you just need more. because your body obviously works in areas, so you just need more. So instead of doing as little as they did, we double that. They're like used car salesmen. I mean, you walk out of there feeling deflated. Oh, God. So, I don't know. I have a 2-week appointment. We'll see if I keep it. I might still, yeah, they're face salesmen. I might just try, I still want to try a little plumper, so I might do that. I might split it up, do half. She's like, and it doesn't last long, especially because I'm very active. And so she's like, and they're all just made, they're all made of, and lips and too much for me, but she's like the amount of filler is actually in one vial is a blueberry size. $700 is a fucking blueberry? Are you fucking kidding me? It's a blueberry. We're actually only putting in a blueberry, so we would have to be very diligent in how we plump you up. A blueberry? The fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna split it up. I said, well, what if I go for 2? What if I go for 2 vials? Well, then you get 2 blueberries. Yeah, I get 2 blueberries. So if I do, she's like, that would be better. If you could do 2, if that's in your budget, then I believe that would be even better, because then we have more time. We can do half and half and half and half. And I think that would be really good, what you wanted. I said, what you said I needed was just right here. And now you're saying that would be okay? We'll see. I might do 2. We'll see. Chantel, another girl talking to her cell phone. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. I might just try it. Like just a little, and then it smooths out this, right? If it smooths this out, then I feel better. Yes. So Katie, you do half and half. Do you do half a blueberry here and half a blueberry here? And it's enough just to plump a little bit. Yeah. I think that's what I want to do. I feel deflate. Like, I just feel like a little something. I just need a little something. And because Botox doesn't work anymore, like, I just need, like, something to make me feel a little bit better about myself. So, I don't know. You wouldn't even be able to tell. Honestly. Katie just said so. You're right. I'm not scared. I used to be scared, but I'm not anymore. I do too, but my neck, I know, and this. I mean, what in the world? You guys, don't get me started on this whole thing. And so here's the thing, because I stare at myself so much throughout the day, right? I'll drink for you, Pedro's. And she was like, oh my God, your lips are great. Stop it. Your eyebrows are everything. Your lips are great. You have great cheekbones. Oh my God, your jaw. Like, girl, we could really fix you up. She's 30. Oh gosh, Katie. I know. Those are my facial labia. They are, Lillian. They fold in. Oh my gosh. It's your labia majora. I lost them down there, so maybe I gained them up here. Yeah, when you lose weight, it goes. I can't. You guys, it's just horrible. Fuck you, age. Fuck you, time clock. Fuck you, expensiveness on everything. I mean, I'm never going to look at blueberries the same. If I just inject one blueberry here, you need to get a friend that does it, and you get a way better price. Yes, I need a twofer. I need to go with Lillian. Chub Club. I was a hottie. I know. There's no way. I'm going to tell you, I would not. I have limits. Like, I have limits. I'm broke. I was like, girl, I have to spend $40,000 minimum on fixing my house. I don't have $6,000 to fix my face. That's not going to last forever. Now, if My face lasted forever. If it gave me 3 years, sign me fucking up, right? Sign me fucking up. Then they do like the PRP for the hair, where they take your blood cells and rejuvenate your scalp. So that I might do. That's a little expensive, but I'm like, for me, that's more worth it than. Has anybody done PRP? They call it PRF here. And so where they take they take your actual blood and they put it back into your scalp. So you have to buy 3 sessions of that up front. That I might do. It's really expensive, but the hair loss, it's crazy. So, I mean, but she's like, you have growth. Look at all that growth. I mean, look at how much growth I have, She's like, so I know you have follicles, your follicles are, coming in. So I don't know. If it wasn't temporary. Yeah. You can do Botox in your neck. Yeah, so that I might do. But I can't afford it right now. So when you sign up for like those programs, they have Cherry or they have Ally, which is part of the Juvederm, thing. And you can earn points and then you get discounts. And then you get like if I bought a gift card for $75, I get $75 free, which really doesn't make sense because isn't that the same thing? The PRP is $2,700. But anything for my scalp. I would do that 100% for my scalp. Yeah. Just for the hair, because hair is such a really bad thing. And then they give you like, you spin a wheel when you're in there and then you can get another discount and they run specials and stuff like that. So I'm going to wait until they run a special on the PRP, but I think I would do the PRP for sure. Super nice. My Cosmetics so nice, super nice. It works with my budget. Yeah, and that would be nice. I mean, somebody who could work with your budget is great. And that's what you said. I'm like, this is too expensive. I need something. This is what I have, right? What I have to spend. And then they tell you. But the PRP is something that I would try. For sure. 100% I would spend $2,000 on hair. My hair. Regenerating back in those areas quicker. So you have to have 3 sessions at least before you notice a difference. Takes 3 months to notice totally. And then I've used these people before. I used to go to Botox there. Yeah. Yeah, you don't get free, no. I don't know. But the PRP I would do for my hair. 100%. I just got to do more research on the PRP. Yeah, I'm going to join Ally. Yeah. The ball cap does nothing for my hair loss, you guys. It's so loose, it does not even rub on my hair. And that's not where my hair loss is. My hair loss isn't down here. It's the crown up here, you guys. Please. I've been using minoxidil since I was 36. Yeah. And then, of course, they were trying to sell me on Nutrafol. So I showed her the vitamin that I was taking. And she was like, oh, that's a good vitamin. She was like, okay, you could do that. But take, what'd she say? Before the treatment, you have to take zinc or something like that. I don't remember. Yeah. So I don't know. I would do anything for my hair. I would pay any price for my hair. Honestly, I would. So that would probably win over my facial structure is hair. Yeah. So I bet I am a gorgeous Japanese woman. Mm-hmm. I didn't have hair issues until I turned 36.